Navajo Nation. We're at the Navajo Bridge. I'm about 50 miles from my camping destination for today at State Line. But I had to stop here. It's the Vermilion Cliffs, and we're maybe a few miles from Lee's Ferry. I doubt if you can hear me, but here we are at the Vermilion Cliffs. Condor Viewing Site, BLM management. Of course, I don't see any here, but this is the Vermilion Cliffs. Maybe I should get my binoculars out and give it a look, huh? So this is the red-tailed hawk, 50 inches in wingspan. And then this is the golden eagle in white, 7'1". And then there's the condor. Condor is 9'5" or 114 inches. Wow, that's a big boy. All right, it's at this point that I knocked my camera off the picnic table, broke my microphone, didn't realize it until the next day. So this is going to be a little bit of a voice narration. I'm at the Condor Viewing Point on House Rock Road by the Vermilion Cliffs, and I'm going to look for some condors, actually. So as I sat down and I tried to get my face into those binoculars, you couldn't adjust the oculars, so I couldn't really see anything because my eyes are not that great. I wound up running back to the car and getting my binoculars out. I had already readjusted my camera, did not know it was broke. So this, you can see, is obviously condor poop. Lots of condor poop. All in all, I found 9 condors soaring around off these cliffs, or above these cliffs. That was pretty exciting. I did not expect to see anything at all. It was pretty neat to see the condors out there, even though they're so far away I couldn't really see very much of them, and you're not going to see much more than a speck on the camera. But they have a huge wingspan. So now you can begin to see the condor soaring around over the ridge top. 9 of them all total is what I saw that day. So a couple of interesting facts about looking for condor. Morning hours when the thermals start building, late afternoon when the birds return towards roosting cliffs, and cooler months when the road conditions are more stable. Those are the best times to look for them. Spring and fall are especially good. When you're watching these birds, it's interesting to think that with a almost 10 foot, a 9.5 foot wingspan, they hardly ever flap their wings. They simply soar on the thermals. So they're silent when they're flying around looking for food. They're an ancient bird. They were back from the time of, I guess, the ice ages. So they're really an ancient species. And then you have to think about the effort that was put in to save the condors, from 27 in the world to over 500 now. And this area in Utah, Utah and Arizona, right along the Vermilion Cliffs, is one of the best places in the world to spot them. If you do decide to come out here and view these birds, you should probably know that from 89 in the south, at the beginning of House Rock Road, up to the Condor site is probably 5 miles. All dirt, all washboarded, gravel anyway. And apparently when it gets, and I have no doubt, when it gets wet or muddy, it's really difficult to get in there. You ought to bring water if you're going to stay there very long. The roads, as I said, are washboarded pretty badly. If you're going to go during the summer, make sure you've got water, an extra tank of gas, maybe even a spare tire. It's up to you. So to be honest, I did not even know that this viewing site existed. I was on my way to the State Line Campground, which is about another 15 miles beyond this, on the state line of Utah and Arizona. And I have 2 videos on that I've already posted. One was a walk through the campground, which is like 8 sites. It's a really nice little campground, restroom, pavilions, picnic tables, fire pits, just a really nice campsite, clean and really nice. It's free for 14 days. It's run by the BLM. In addition to this trip up to State Line Campground, in the area is Lee's Ferry and Marble Canyon and the Navajo Bridge and the Wave, which you need permits to walk that, and of course the Grand Canyon National Park. Okay, this is my campsite for tonight on Tuesday night. So if you do decide to go out on House Rock Road and try your hand at sighting the condor, be sure you bring with you these 3 things. Bring your patience, because they may not be there when you get there. Bring a good set of binoculars, because they're not that close. You really need a good set of binoculars. And be respectful. Okay, this is my campsite for tonight on Tuesday night. I am right on the Grand Canyon, the Colorado River. I'm at a point where like 3 canyons intersect, maybe 4 even, but 3 for sure. If I get out here, I can see the Colorado down here. I can definitely hear it. Pretty wild. I've been wanting to come here for a while. This is the first chance I've actually had to do it. Then coming home early. You hear me? You hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. You were cutting out on me for a minute there. Well, stop that. So, a lot of cleanup on the trailer when I get home. The window on my side where, the window on my side, I thought I had closed it and latched it, but I didn't latch it very good, so it jostled open, and all that dusty road and everything that I was traveled. So, just so you know, you got plenty to do. Sure, you're the cleaner. Well, Not real bad. I didn't even hardly notice it till this morning. I was kind of stuffed up when I got up this morning. Then I got to noticing there's dust all over the windowsills and stuff, so. What? I can't tell. I can't tell. This is a pretty place though. It's a, well, you saw a video of it. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's wide open, except for the cliff. Yeah.